11 Untold and Upsetting Facts About North Korea. Reality of North Korea. Don't be surprised if people call this country a real prison. The country is constantly struggling with poverty and extreme isolation. People here don't have access to Wi-Fi, Facebook. They are cut off from the rest of the world. People here don't understand what it means to be free. This place is such a closed community that everything is produced internally. The country doesn't engage in trade unlike other superpowers. It limits its business to certain selected countries. No matter how hard one might try to hide, the fact of the matter is that North Korea is really poor. Would you believe us if we tell you that people of North Korea cannot afford cars? Well, that is the sad truth. If you thought this wasn't enough, then guess what? There is no stable power inside people's homes. Tourist. One can enter the country only through a well-organized tour. The minute one crosses the border, they seem to have entered a whole new world. The soldiers will inspect everything one owns. A traveling tip is that one shouldn't carry a Bible or Quran or any religious text since religion is banned. No political books, no magazines, no internet transmitters, and no sensitive information. You can't even discuss the political climate. Everything is suppressed. Soldiers take your phone to check and investigate what kind of pictures you have, and the visitors are permitted to only see what the government wants them to see. There is a 3 generations of punishment policy. North Korean citizens convicted of more serious political offenses are sentenced to life imprisonment, while 2 generations of their family, children and grandchildren, will be born in the camps as part of the 3 generations of punishment policy. This weird policy was instigated by state founder Kim Il-sung in 1948. It refers to the principle of a family sharing responsibility for an offense committed by one of its members, and it is a form of collective punishment. There are only 15 approved haircuts. Men and women in the country are given an illustrated guide of approved hairstyles which have been deemed acceptable by their tyrant leader Kim Jong-un's son. Interestingly, none of the 15 styles appear to match Jong-un's infamous hairstyle, who thinks that his haircut is iconic and it can't be copied. His haircut has even been nicknamed as ambitious. The only positive side of this rule is that it follows gender parity, as both genders have 15 haircuts approved by the regime. There are only 4 TV channels. The media of North Korea is amongst the most strictly controlled in the world. There is no country which monopolizes and controls successfully the internet and information as North Korea does. As of August 16, 2016, there are 4 television channels in North Korea, all of which are state-owned. Strict radio rules. It is illegal for North Koreans to listen to anything other than their state-run radio, while all radios sold by state shops in North Korea are fine-tuned to government frequencies. Radios are still capable of receiving foreign broadcasts, albeit on the black market. One-party republic. The Constitution of North Korea defines the country's legislative as a dictatorship of people's democracy. Under the leadership of the Workers' Party of Korea, WPK, which is given legal supremacy over other political parties. The WPK is the ruling party of North Korea. It has been in power since its creation in 1948. 2 minor political parties also exist, but are legally bound to accept the ruling role of the WPK. You are bossed everywhere. There is a 6-day working week and another day of enforced volunteering, which ensures that the average citizens of the county get virtually no free time. It was once a glowing economy. North Korea's economy was far greater than South Korea until the 1970s, but sadly now the country's GDP is just 2.5% the size of South Korea's. Military participation is paramount. China, undisputedly, is the world's leader in both population, over 1.3 billion, and military size, 2.3 million. While it has a military that employs about 0.18% of the population, and North Korea, on the other hand, employs about 4.7% of its total population in military. Fake illusion of power. What matters in North Korea is the soldiers, the tank. Fake illusion of power. Military displays. The country is and will remain in detention. We hope one day it becomes prosperous as its neighbor South Korea, but that day is quite far from today.